Hauntings from the past await influencers, historians, and very excited travelers aboard the cruise ship named after the real-life passenger ship Titanic that sank in the early morning hours of April 15th, 1912. Two of the stars from the movie Titanic 666, airing today on Fox's streaming service Tubi, join us. We have AnnaLynne McCord and Lydia Hearst. Good morning, ladies. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations on the new project. I showed the trailer to a couple of my coworkers here, and they were actually pretty excited to see it.
Yay!
Something fun, they said. They love these kinds of movies. Lydia, as I wanted to start with you, why don't you set the scene for us? Is it safe to describe Titanic 666 as a supernatural horror film?
Oh, yes, this film is definitely very supernatural and most certainly a horror film. You know, my character, I'm a bit of the evil villain on board the ship, a stowaway who I've snuck aboard to sort of ruin everyone's good time and resurrect the souls from the past to seek their vengeance upon the Titanic's new travelers.
AnnaLynne, you play one
Just
of those.
a light, happy rom-com.
Oh yeah,
you know?
nothing too heavy for us on a Friday afternoon when we want to watch something.
Right.
So AnnaLynne, when you were approached for this project, we know that it's kind of in conjunction with, or tying it to, I should say, the 110th anniversary of the Titanic. What did you think?
Oh, okay. So I didn't even get to the 666 part, which maybe I would have been like, hold up. No. I just saw Titanic and my inner child went, yes, because I was obsessed with the Titanic as a kid. I studied the history of the ship for a year straight. I did this crazy like homeschool project on it where I did a 22-minute presentation to my entire homeschool group. Don't hold that against me. And yes, I'm a little weird. But I saw this offer come in and I was like, I literally called my team and I was like, I'm obviously doing this film. They're like, you literally had the offer for 3 seconds. Do you want to read the script? And I was like, definitely not. I don't need to read the script. I'm going to do this. This has Titanic in the title. I'm doing this movie. And when I drove up to the Queen Mary, which we filmed on, it was just like, my little inner child was just like, I made it. So it was a lot of fun.
I mean, you don't really get to dress up in period pieces, the costumes, what have you, but you're still on the Queen Mary, and that is a big part of history itself. That must have brought you chills, AnnaLynne.
Oh, 100%. Brought me chills in multiple different ways, like cold chills at certain points, because there was a creepy vibe, and also just reading every single plaque, reading the history, sneaking in places that I was not supposed to go into, because, you know, I'm a rebel, but whatever. And so it was very, very exciting. And I hope that they're able to keep the Queen Mary for generations to come. I know there's been concern with that. And I hope perhaps with this film and the notoriety around it that we can urge people to stay in support of the Queen Mary.
Yeah, no, we need to keep a part of this country's history. Lydia, as you were filming the movie and in preparation, were there new things that you learned about the original Titanic or maybe any other part of history?
You know, this film came to me actually somewhat relatively last minute. And so my main focus really was trying to make sure that I knew my lines, especially considering I was 6 months pregnant at the time of filming and I had a little bit of mommy brain. So I really was focused on making sure I hit my mark. I knew all my lines and that I was really just prepared for every single day of work. But I mean, I guess part of what I did learn, which was really fascinating to me, was that the same people who designed and built the Titanic also designed and built the Queen Mary. So there is so much that looks virtually identical to the Titanic itself when you're actually on board the Queen Mary, like the woodworking, the iron details, the light fixtures, the handrails, even some of the layouts of the spaces and like one of the bar areas. So, I mean, the production value alone was kind of unparalleled in the sense that it really does look like the Titanic because the same people built it.
Yeah, it's easier to get into character when you're on there is what right. I imagine it would be. Well, congratulations, ladies, on this amazing project that looks like a lot of fun. And the movie is Titanic 666, airing today on Fox's streaming service Tubi. AnnaLynne McCord and Lydia Hearst, thank you again for being with us.
Thank you.